Okay. My bad, I'm late. I'm going live, you guys. I apologize. I'm being late. But I'm here now. And now we get to see. The college football playoff one is on the right. So let me go like this. I feel like that shouldn't be too big. I'm just posting something real quick. Just posting it, sending it out, you guys. Apologize. Oh shit. Okay, almost done. So, I wonder what the committee did this week. There was a lot of upsets. Where is Clemson going to go? Is Notre Dame going to be ranked this week? Now that is the question that's going around. Connection good. Okay. So, here we go. So, coming in at 25. No, let me see, make sure. Okay. Coming in at number 25, we got the Washington Huskies. 7-2. They've been in and out of the AP top 25 all season. And then for the AP one, we have Florida State. But we all have seen the AP one, so that doesn't really bother us. So coming in at 24, we got the Kentucky Wildcats. Wow. Did not expect to see that. Honestly, did not expect. 1 minute, I gotta see. Let me see what Kentucky did last week. Kentucky, I don't even know, but okay, Kentucky in the top 25. They weren't ranked last week. And then we go up to 23. We got the Florida. We go see 22 and 23. We got Florida State Seminoles. They weren't ranked last week. Now they are. And honestly deserving. They've had a pretty good season so far. 6-3. They're bowl eligible. And then let's see. We got the UCF Knights. And I believe this week they play Tulane. If I could be wrong, but I believe they play Tulane. And that is a huge game for the American Conference, if I'm correct. And I can't wait to see how that game. That's the game I'm looking forward to this weekend. One of the games I'm looking forward to. Then we got Illinois coming in at 21. Illinois is ranked 21. Why the hell did my nose sound like that? Illinois is 21 in the college football playoff rankings and in the AP rankings. And they lost last week. They fell 5 positions because they did lose to Michigan State. So, yeah, I can see why. Only 5 spots though, which is pretty good. It's actually better than I thought. I thought they would be like 24, but nope. And let's see who is 20. Notre Dame is ranked again this season. Finally, they are ranked again after beating the living shit out of Clemson. They beat Clemson bad. Beat them 35-14. They destroyed Clemson last week. They ran the damn ball. Now let's see who comes in at number 19. We got the Kansas State Wildcats. And after a big loss last week, they did start to make a comeback, but they lost to Texas 34-27. You know, Texas is going to be moved up now in the rankings. They were ranked 24th last week. Kansas State fell 6 positions to 19th. See if Kansas State can bounce back this week and get that 7th win of the season. But we'll have to wait and see. Now let's see who comes in at 18. It is Texas, the team that beat them. They move up 6 spots. Big move there from Texas. They are 6-3. Now they're battling to see if they can get to the Big 12 championship. Now let's go to number 17. We got the Tulane Green Wave. They are so far the best group of 5 team this season. My prediction was wrong. I said Houston was going to be the best group of 5. Did not expect Tulane to be this good. They are 8-1 and they are looking great. They are coming off of beating Tulsa pretty easily. Pretty easily. 27-13, they beat Tulane. And if I'm correct, they do play. I'll check right after I see the rest of the rankings. But I believe they do play against UCF, and that is a 17-15 matchup, and that's going to be a great game. Now let's see who's 16. We have NC State. NC State moves up 6 spots from last week. After beating Wake Forest, who was 21, they fell out of the rankings, and they beat them 30-21. NC State, people are saying they can't beat anything without Will Leary, and they're showing that they can. Or not Will, Leary. I forgot his first name. I think it's Devin. I apologize, you guys. My bad. Let me see. Check the chat. Okay. But yeah, NC State, they proved that they can win without their quarterback. Now let's see. What's 15 is North Carolina. And talking about North Carolina, their quarterback, Drake May, is my Heisman favorite. I gotta say that he is my Heisman favorite. He has to be. He's just so good. He's leading in every category for quarterback, and he's still 3rd in the list. How the hell? And his team's 8-1. Team's 8-1. 8-1. Yes, they narrowly beat Virginia last week, 31-28, but he's doing what he has to do. Now let's see who's 14th. We have Penn State. Penn State is coming off of they coming off of a bye week? Yes, they had a bye week. Yes, they had a bye week last week, so they're coming off a bye week and see if they can keep. Oh, no, they played Indiana last week, or this past weekend. I apologize. They played Indiana and they beat the living crap out of Indiana, 45-14. So only 1 spot Indiana isn't that great of a team this year. They're decent. They'll probably make a bowl, but they're still going to be bowl eligible. So that's surprisingly one spot. Utah is to 13 now. Utah last week beat up on Arizona 45-20, and they move up one spot to go to 13th. They are 7-2. Let's see who is 12th. It is UCLA. UCLA is stayed put after putting up 50 on Arizona State, but they allowed 36. Wow. So my question is, how much did UCLA move up after beating California? Because I'm sorry, UCLA should be moved up a little bit. I'm caught off guard by that right there. Wow, UCLA kind of got a little disrespect right there. I thought they were going to be in the top 10. Wow. So that means Clemson didn't move that damn far. And Clemson's still in the top 10. What the fuck? How? How is Clemson still in the top 10? They got absolutely destroyed. They don't know what quarterback they want to use. How is Clemson still in the top 10? Ole Miss or UCLA deserves to be in the top 10 more than Clemson. I'm going to say that right now. Clemson does not deserve. They have been shaky all year. They can't figure out if they want DJ or if they want Cade. I'm sorry. They don't look that good. They look like shit. That's a problem, college football. Stop stroking the hell out of Clemson and Alabama and like all the top schools. Stop stroking Clemson, Ohio State. Ohio State deserves it. They deserve the respect they get. They do. Like Georgia. Georgia does too. They deserve the respect. But it's Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, and Clemson that they always seem to give so much leeway with. Like, I bet you if UCLA lost to Notre Dame how Clemson did, UCLA would either be out of the top 25 or falling hardcore. Like, I'm just saying. Like, Ole Miss is coming out at number 11. Should have been in the top 10, I think. UCLA and Ole Miss deserve to be. I think Alabama and Clemson should be definitely out of the top 25 or top 10, not top 25. Feel like Clemson and Alabama should be 11-12, and Ole Miss should be 9-10. Ole Miss and UCLA should be 9-10. Let's see who number 10 is, and it's Clemson. Clemson comes in at number 10. They fall 6 positions after losing to Notre Dame. Don't agree with it. They should be one more spot down at 11 or one more spot after that, 12. They should be at 11 or 12. I don't agree with that at all. And let's see who comes in at number 9. It is Alabama. Still, you guys already know. Same thing I'm going to say. Alabama and Clemson should not be in the top 10 no more. I'm sorry, Alabama, you have 2 losses now. You have 2 losses. There's no way that you guys can make the college football playoff. So why are we putting Alabama in the top 10? Why? Why are we putting them in the top 10? Give Ole Miss and UCLA that spot to see if they can win and go in there. Because if Ole Miss beats Alabama this week, Ole Miss better be in the top 10. Now let's see who's coming in number 8. It's USC. When USC plays against UCLA, it's going to be one of the most hype games we have talked about in that rivalry in a little while. We haven't talked about that rivalry in a good amount of time. You haven't heard hype around it. And now both teams are on the verge of both being in the top 10 when they play each other, fighting for a possible college football playoff spot. So I'm looking very forward to that. It's going to be a great game. But UCLA moves up 1. I can see that because they're already in the top 10. They were already 9. Let's see who 7 is. And it is LSU. LSU moves up 3 spots. They were 10th last week after coming off of beating Alabama. And what a game that was, though. Alabama versus LSU. It could be arguably the game of the year. That was a great, great game. It was amazing to watch. Now let's see who number 6 is. It is Oregon. Oregon is number 6. In the top 12, we have 3 Pac-12 teams. In the top 13, we have 4 of them. Wow. Pac-12 is secretly good as hell this year. Put some respect on their names. Now let's see who number 5 is. It is Tennessee. Tennessee falls 4 spots. Only 4. Wow. They are still in that college football talk. They are still in the college football talk, or college football playoff talk. So maybe they'll make it still after coming off that loss against Georgia. But Georgia just looked amazing. Obviously, Georgia's going to be number 1. We already know that. But Is Ohio State going to stay 2 after that performance? But I think they are because of how Alabama lost and Clemson lost. So I believe that. And then Tennessee lost. So, Georgia and Ohio State are going to be 1-2. That's what I'm guessing. Let's see, number 4. We got TCU. TCU is ranked 4th. They move up 3 positions after a amazing performance against Texas Tech. They are still undefeated. There's only 4 undefeated teams, and finally the college football playoff is the committee. I agree with what they're doing right here. Their top 4 teams are all undefeated. I agree with that. If that team is undefeated and have beaten top 25 teams, they deserve to be in that category. If they have beaten top 25 teams and have proven that they are good, and it comes down to this part of the season, they're undefeated 8-0, 9-0, 10-0. They deserve to be in that talk. And TCU got the respect they deserve. And I know people are saying, well, the competition they play. Okay. Clemson. Who have they played? They played a real team, Notre Dame. I'm not saying Notre Dame is great, but Notre Dame destroyed them. Like, people say, like, and I look at it and be like, okay, Ohio State plays some crap teams. Then you got Michigan plays some crap teams. Michigan played 3 of the worst teams in college football. And they're number 3. So why are we talking about TCU so much? Like, TCU deserves their respect. And they got their respect. Coming in at number 3, we got Michigan. Michigan, we all knew that was coming. They're moving up 1. And we may have a 2-3 matchup for the Michigan versus Ohio State game. What a game that's going to be. That's going to be... Could it be for college football playoff spot? I don't really know. I don't really know. It may be. It may not be. I don't know. It's 50-50. But then, let's see who our top 2 are. It is Ohio State and Georgia as expected. I agree with the top 4. I definitely agree with that. TCU deserved their respect, and they got it. They moved up to 4. And so now the question is, can Tennessee get back in that? And can TCU hold on to that undefeated? Can all 4 of those teams hold on to their undefeateds and stay into that playoff? Because we all know Ohio State has to play Michigan still. And then Georgia will have to play LSU in the SEC championship. So, or Ole Miss. Either or. So, it's going to be, there's a lot of moving still going to happen. Like Oregon, USC, and UCLA, they're still battling in the Pac-12. So, there's so much that's going to happen, and I'm entertained to see what teams move next week. And I like this list this week. I gotta say, not that many complaints from me. I do. One team that I think should have been in the top 25 is Liberty. They just beat Arkansas. And yes, I know Arkansas isn't that great this year, but Liberty deserved maybe a little bit of respect. Maybe put them into the top 25, to put them at 25, because they've had a pretty decent season. But I like the list. Not many complaints, except for Alabama and Clemson being in the top 10. Don't think they should be in the top 10. I think they should be 11, 12. Don't matter, Alabama or Clemson. It don't matter. I think Clemson should be above Alabama because they at least have one loss. Alabama has 2 losses. So I think it should be Ole Miss, number 9, 10, UCLA, 11, Clemson, 12, Alabama. That's what I think that it should be right there. But, hey, the College Football Committee, they're doing what they got to do. So that means if Alabama wins out and Clemson wins out, but say Ole Miss and UCLA wins out, that's my question. Will they move up over them or not? That's my only question that I have to the College Football Committee. But hey, we're going to see what's going to happen. I just wanted to go live for you guys real quick to have my reaction because I didn't see them because I was at work. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Join the KBN Sports Talk family. And until next time, you guys, see ya. Oh crap, wrong thing.